team's dreams come to die. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The Hurricanes will kick off first, and here we go. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Clemson Tigers offense will go to work first. We get a look at the guy the quarterback will be looking for, T.J. Moore. And you get the idea that he'll be keeping an eye on the kind of day his counterpart is having for their offense.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, being around Jesse Palmer all week, these two schools, he wouldn't mind playing for these schools because they develop the wide receiver position year in and year out. They find guys with athletic ability that are playmakers, and it's no different today. Palmer, talk about these two dudes.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, they fit this game in the tradition of both these schools, putting out All-American receivers, Biletnikoff winners, first-round draft picks at the position, and you've got two of those guys here in this game. They're each going to get a bunch of balls thrown their way. They're both so dangerous after the catch. This is a quarterback's dream to get a chance to play in either of these two offenses. This one's going to be fun.
And the Tigers headed quickly to the line. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got his man downfield. There he goes. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, we knew this offense wanted to be aggressive in this game plan, and they're doing it right away in the first series, taking a shot down the field. They got the look they wanted, and what a great throw by the quarterback.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Got out of trouble and throws. Wesco open on the right side. He's got it. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him. him away as much as possible.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This third down a little longer after that penalty. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Complete to the left. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. After that last play, there is a Clemson Tiger slow to get up. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. From the red zone, it's Johnson. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Knocked off his feet.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Here comes the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
So the Miami Hurricane offense takes the field, and they'll have their first possession. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. Churned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Mensa. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Finds a man in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Caught in the backfield, it's Wingo. Breaks into the open. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. And some room to work. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Hurricane!
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, It's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone. Work out as he stopped at the 13. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. The run inside. It's Haynes. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. Clemson is quick to the line.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the pressure. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the first down.
You know, Clemson football is at its best when they've got that guy at the helm that can be a playmaker. And Cade Klubnik had some of those flashes, right? Like going to the college football playoff the year before. But Clemson returning back to humanity a year ago. Not a good season for them. And Jesse, they didn't go out and get the 5-star commit in the portal. They didn't go out and pay a lot of money. They believe in developing it through high school and the guys they brought in.
Is it the guy, though? Because you mentioned it, David, and you're so right. When they had Deshaun Watson or they had Trevor Lawrence, they were the guy. They were the guy that took this offense, took this entire team to a national championship caliber level. They were true alphas at the quarterback position, and now we're going to find out if this new guy is the guy.
Nice move there. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. They'll ride the hot hand.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
They were trying to set up the screen. They were trying to take advantage of this pass rush, but man, that defender, he beat his guy so quickly, he just blew the play up.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Makes the grab. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying, and a great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spit it to those guys, let them go make plays.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Running inside. It's Haynes. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Tigers are in the hurry-up. He wants to throw it. Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
Turning it on! He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Rush is on him. Had to get rid of it quickly. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
It'll be third and long. DB's right up on the receivers. Motion from the back. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights. Good. That brings them to within one.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Caught in the backfield. It's Wingo. And the defense settled in to stop. For a short gain. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Here's Mensah to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Davidson. Might have a chance. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The corners are walked up tight. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. Looks as if they're going to pass on a chance to take the lead with the field goal and go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Throws to the wideout. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. On the move. Short gain on the play before he slides.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Takes the handoff. It's Fletcher. At the 35, he's got room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off with?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire, and those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens, but you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team. This is a point where you just got to be able to focus, and the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised they're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Canes will come to the line to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Clemson sideline, one storyline I've got my eyes on to start this ball game. How is the quarterback moving and throwing? As you remember, really banged up in that game that they lost last week. This is something we got to keep our eye on. He said he was sore. He didn't miss any practice this week, but he is fighting through some things. I'll let you know what I see from down here on the field. Back to you.
We'll see what kind of impact that has, Holly. He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. working the middle. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Clemson jumps to the line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Headed to the edge, it's Davidson. Finding some room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Gives it on the option. And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella?
He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now.
Death Valley Clemson Memorial Stadium. We're here for Week 5 of EA Sports College Football. And the Canes ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. And he's coming out of the end zone. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Clemson's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. We get a look at the guy the quarterback will be looking for, TJ Moore. And what a treat to see a couple of pass catchers like this, each taking their shot to make big plays.
And I'm just telling you, being around Jesse Palmer all week, these two schools, he wouldn't mind playing for these schools because they develop the wide receiver position year in and year out. They find guys with athletic ability that are playmakers, and it's no different today. Palmer, talk about these two dudes.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, they fit this game in the tradition of both these schools, putting out All-American receivers, Bolitnikoff winners, first-round draft picks at the position, and you've got two of those guys here in this game. They're each going to get a bunch of balls thrown their way. They're both so dangerous after the catch. This is a quarterback's dream to get a chance to play in either of these two offenses. This one's going to be fun.
Right back to the well. Quick spin on the run. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. The Tigers in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Maybe some room here. He's at the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 63 yards to the end zone. Coming out with it, it's Lyle. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Miami's offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. And here comes Darian Mensah. What a game he had last time out. 3 touchdowns, better than 200 yards, leading his team to victory. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run the counter. Running into the open space. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Oh, he's got some space. Hard-hitting tackle.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Throwing, Mensah. He'll pull it down and run. Did the work himself. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down there.
Here's a little room there. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's Fletcher. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Canes.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. The senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The Tigers sending out their offense ready. this drive started. These two teams swapping early scores, and they'll try to move back on top, starting the drive down 7-6. Running it to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
But, and he's got room. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Clemson is quick to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Haynes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're going to ride this running back.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Oh, they're after him. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Mensah got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Throwing right. The short hands. It's Vaughn.
Well, when we talk Miami and their ability to throw it, it all starts and ends with Malachi Tony and what he did on some of the biggest stages a year ago as a true freshman, right? He just had that game-breaking speed. You just want to find ways to get this young player the football because he's a home run waiting to happen. They've got a lot of other talent surrounding him, but he is the focal point of their ability to throw on the rock.
And I can't tell you how impressed I was with him. And not just catching the football, not the short stuff, the long stuff, the blocking, like the consummate pro. That kid came in as a freshman and looked like he was a 21-year-old veteran. Like, I can't wait to watch his steps to see if he continues to grow and get better. Because the start was at a high level, as in one of the best in all of college football.
They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast, not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The wheel of destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down. They'll run for it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed behind the line, it's Vaughn. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Red pass, it's complete. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. The Canes really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these 3rd downs. You think about it, he can block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the 1st down.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for space, it's Fletcher. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. And the Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. With the run on 1st and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Miami! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Wide open downfield. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
In the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. And he's going to be brought down on the return, but there is a penalty flag on the field. I'm not sure what this one's about. They'll get a little bonus yardage added on with that face mask penalty, adding 15 to the return. 1st and 10 after the defense was hit with that personal foul penalty. The run inside. It's Pringle. There he goes. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball, but it'll be a turnover.
should have got.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Hand off from the shotgun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. They knock him down right there.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Timeout called by Clemson. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They're throwing for it on 4th down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They want to run this quarterback.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Here's Mensah to throw. That's caught. It's Lofton.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him? Or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to